Guess what? We're going early today. Technically, there's still a minute of ads playing for the intro, but some of you might have gotten out of them already. I know I'm currently getting very few ads on Twitch, which is nice. RIP to Americans, though, because I feel like that's probably the exception to the rule. But hi, I figured this is better than being late. Although not gonna lie, I have been toying with the idea of getting a late emote. Yeah, we'll do proper intros and saying hi and congratulating our first and everyone as soon as the ads are over. But for those of you getting a cheeky ad-free preview, hello and welcome on in. Happy Monday. I need that drawing Sunday. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh god, that's very true. Getting the best songs playing today. Oh, you got your wisdom tooth extraction. Shit, ads are over now though, so welcome everyone. Welcome on into the stream. It is Monday. But yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Cindy. Surely it'll be fine. Like, I don't know if you have like a fear of dentists or something, but usually they have pretty good
Holy shit.
tranquilizer stuff. What is it called when you get numb and don't feel anything? Anyway, that sort of thing. But Shammy, it's been a freaking year. Anesthesia, thank you, that's the actual word for it. Freaking tranquilizer. Yeah. Hey, Bingo's up too. Damn, you're on point. I was not on point with today at all. But Shammy, thanks so much for a year of Prime subs. Appreciate it. Hope you enjoy another month of emotes. Christmas emotes this time around. They're gonna remain Christmas themed until the 13th day of Christmas, as is tradition. But yeah, I hope you enjoy them. But that doesn't remind me. I wonder if I can multitask a little bit while we try to say hello and everything. Have they fixed my PayPal account yet? Because I want to commission more emotes, but I pay my artists via PayPal, so you know, it would be great if they could fix it. Yeah, I know. Just fucking tranquilizer gun. You know what? I think I might get a fear of the dentist if they end up tranquilizer gun me. You can pay me and I can... How would I pay you though if I don't have a PayPal that's allowing me to send money? It's like they just closed the case that I have with them, like the message conversation thingy that we had. They were just like, oh yeah, your thingy has been escalated and an agent will contact you within 5 working days. That was the 21st of November, by the way. And if I do math, 21st of November, that was here. So let's do 5 working days. Let's be generous and not count the 21st. So let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it's not the worst. They should have contacted me on the 28th, but today is working day 6. So maybe there's still hope that they're gonna reach out. Yo, how do I buy a Steam gift though? Because Steam doesn't even let me fucking use PayPal, but that's like a separate issue with Steam just not doing PayPal whatsoever, which annoys me because I usually bought my games with PayPal and now they want me to add my card in. I hate adding my card directly in. Don't want it. I don't want it. But you know what? Let me message my artist and see how her... It got banned? Wait, really? Like full-on banned in the entire country? Yeah, thank you. E gets it. E gets it. Alright, my artist has been messaged. Let's see what she says. Just preemptively getting ahead of it because it's gonna take her a while before she responds to me anyway. Wait, you can switch to Twitch? Really? Interesting. I had no idea. I had no idea. Anyways, let me actually do proper intro, shall we? Scroll up and see that, although I remember seeing it before, but Shammy got today's first redeem for the second time. Eek was first in chat though, and then Ribbons came in with the cat jam. And then Viewless said second, maybe. Close. Close. But Shammy redeemed the first. And hi, Froyo, petting his Eevee. Being a bot, you know, the usual. Let's see. Meowy's here as well. Although Meowy got banned for saying 6'7", so, you know, that's a shame. So did Ribbons, actually. Hi, Cindy. Welcome on in. And I think that would be all the names. Tell ya. Automod had to double check your message because I've been fucked. You know what? Twitch keeps telling me that, you know, the more you use Automod, the more it's gonna learn and adapt. We've been using Automod since like this summer. I think it was this summer that I turned it on. And I feel like by now it should learn that I'm okay with people saying fuck. So interesting. Now I'm curious. I'm gonna open up a random stream and have a look because I've never even seen this and I'm curious where it is. So let's say I wanted to go to... You gotta go back to Stevie's, right? And let's say we wanted to do this. And then it's... Wait, where is it? Oh, wait, I already have a Stevie sub? Because it says elevate my subscription. Because I only see... I have 3 buttons. I can elevate my subscription. I can gift a sub or subscribe. Unless it's just not in the subscribe options. Yeah, Ribbons is allowed to curse. Oh, maybe that's what it is. That it's like reading into what you may mean. Gotcha. I guess that makes more sense. What if I go into the bits? Let's say I wanted to buy... Oh, I'm scared of clicking on them because it usually pops up with my PayPal. Just in case my PayPal suddenly is working again. Because it has let some purchases through. So I'm like, I'm not sure if it works or not. I was just curious about where you saw your new setting for being able to swish. That's all. I was just curious. Because especially if my PayPal ends up still throwing issues, I might actually want to do something on Twitch. And then swishing could be really useful. If only Steam could get fucking swish support, that would be kind of neat. Yeah, we pray, correct. We do a lot of praying. Or do we though? I'm not really a praying kind of person. Even as a child, I was too much of a smartass to do that shit. I went to Sunday school, but like the way I was taught was that like God was like all-knowing and he would always know your next moves. I remember like there was like these specific times where I would be like drawing and I was like, oh, I wonder if he'll know if I'm suddenly gonna deviate from this and make like a line out here. And then it's like, oh, he knows that probably. And then eventually I was just like, oh, there's no point in praying because like he already knows everything I would want to say. And then I just didn't. Fucking cocky ass little child. I don't see press to go to full checkout. I only see like the button, the purple one that I think at least used to immediately take me to like my payment thingy because my PayPal is linked already to Twitch. It's nice, nice catch though, Tribe. Nice catch. But yeah, I guess we could immediately get into game deving. I feel so... It's like everything when I don't touch it for like a week. Even if this was a video game, I would still be like, God, what do? I'm gonna have the exact same thing now with Unreal. I'm trying to remember how far we made it. I think one of the last things we did was that we were working on the lock. I remember we were working on the lock and we made it successfully like do the visible and invisible states. We just need to build the interact for it. You know what I forgot? Get my water. I still have roughly a quarter left in my bottle, so I'm not empty, but I did in fact not grab more water. I like this track. Even though I've never played Pilot Wings, I don't think I've even heard about the game. It's a fun track. Alright, there is my... Oh, right, because I have my controller plugged in, so it recognizes that I have an input device. That's fine. That's fine. Alright, let me... As soon as everything is open, I'm going to switch you over so you can see it too. Alright, here we go. Which means... Oh shit, I don't think I've activated my radio. I think I need to activate my radio. Hang on. I need to hit the play button. There you go. Alright, so yeah, this is where we are. This is where we left off from last time. We were working on this thing over here. Where we're making this like glass looking thing. If I remember correctly, I think the last thing we did was that we set it so it's invisible when we load in, but it's still there. And our goal is... Bye. Jesus. Our goal is to make an alternate way for this door to open, because right now it can open with this pressure plate. I would have been able to... I mean, I guess I could get it over here. It can also open when you put certain items on it. Come here. Hi, Revenant. How's it going? Hope you're doing good. Alright, and then when this rolls on top of it, it should also... Yeah, there you go. That should also open it. But our goal is to do... Basically get rid of this pressure plate entirely, or temporarily anyway. We still want to use the pressure plates later, but we want to make sure that you can also open this door by coming here to pick up this statue thing and walking around, placing it here. As soon as it's placed here, the door should open. If I pick it back up, it should close. That's the goal. Oh, I forgot I made this too. Whee! But yeah, I guess I'll just dive right into more of my courses. Because next thing that I'm supposed to learn about now is an enhanced input system. Which is something that I haven't really worked with at all before, but I am very excited. And apparently this is supposed to involve some C++ as well, because the next lecture after this one is input system in C++, so that's going to be fun. But I'm guessing this is basic Unreal stuff that we start with. Alright, so apparently the input system in Unreal is quite complicated, so they're not going to do a deep dive, at least not yet. But we're going to focus on exactly the part of it that I need to use. Okay. Oh. Ah, I see there's an input folder here. Okay, yeah, because I'm using the preset. Yeah, hi the blue one. Correct. Correct. Hope you're doing good. Yeah, so that makes sense. This is a pre-built one in the template. So these are the things I can do. I can jump, I can look, I can move. All right, cool. Hi, Bria. How's it going? Welcome on in. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hi, Sprin. No, you're all good. So currently we are working on this is my second project in Unreal. Uh this is just a test level. So don't read too much into like how it looks. But I'm learning functionality that I'm gonna use for like my second game. Which is going to be a dungeon basically that has some puzzles that you have to solve to escape. It's gonna be super basic stuff. But we've learned to do stuff like this is a pressure plate. You can step on it and it opens a door. Another oh, goodbye. That item can also be pushed on top of it. Another use would be to basically kind of make it an elevator. It's also a pressure plate that activates, but instead of lifting a door, it lifts itself. I'm now in the process of learning how to make like interactable items. So the goal is to take the statue thing you see here, be able to left click on it, and then be able to go over here and left click on this, because this is basically going to be a lock, and also open the door. Hi, Z-Box. That's why you currently see the glass thing here when I'm in this mode, but it's set to being invisible when the game starts, because when the game starts, you know, it's not supposed to be there yet. Oh god, good luck with that, Eek. I feel that though. I feel that there. But yeah, currently I'm learning about input mapping and inputs in general, so I can learn how to make like a left click action that we can then start using. Oh god, I wish, Fram. So hi. Oh, I wish. Remedy, hire me. Look, I'm learning all the skills. We can make Alan Wake 3 together. Mm-hmm. Okay. Hmm. Hi, Boulder Yeah, I'm doing good. Hope you're doing good as well. Yeah, imagine. Yeah, this is literally Alan Wake 3, just about pressure plates and placing key items into the right location. That's all there is. Yo, Magma Tech, welcome on in. It's going well. It's going well. I'm excited to learn more about inputs. We're currently going over this and how I can, if I wanted to add more buttons that I can jump with, I can just plus this one. Or if I want to add something completely new, which is what we're gonna probably end up. And yeah, this is my, don't learn that! Now I'm scared. This is what they're teaching me. Is it enhanced imp? I don't know what that means. I'm literally just starting to work with this, so... Because my course is specifically made in Unreal 5.6, I would hope they're not teaching me old stuff. Unless it's stuff that would still be relevant. Mm. Hi, Waffles. Ah, okay. Well, it's not completely gone then in this. I'm in 5.6.1. But, yeah, they showed me the stuff which I found in my content folder in an input, because this is the template world, so this was already pre-made for me by Unreal. This is the right stuff? Alright, cool. Now I'm less worried. Okay. So yeah, do you want me to go in here? So yeah, we're gonna go here. Input and input action. I'm guessing you're supposed to use IA because, you know, input action, I'm guessing is what it's short for. I guess it's gonna be interact. Yes, I guessed correctly. What do you want me to call it? Yay. Interact. There we go. You know what? That is fair. That is fair, yeah. Oh. Well, this was useful. Yeah, they're trying to teach me about naming stuff, so this is really good. Because, like, I have BP for blueprints. I already learned that one. This is very useful. Alright, definitely bookmarking that for later. Thank you. Oh, that opened in OBS. Oh, I'll deal with that later. Okay. Then we're gonna click on the plus. We're gonna add in our interacts. Yeah, we're gonna do this, this. Yay! Alright, we can now left mouse button to interact. Alright, he wants me to add an alternate input for it. I'm thinking F or E. I think F would fall a bit more naturally for me. Chat, what do you say? F or E for my secondary interact? Left mouse button is one. And then I want to have a keyboard button. I can't make up my own mind about F or E. So, chat gets to pick. F for interact? Okay, that's my instinct too, is F for interact. It seems like everyone's saying EF, so I'm at least on the right track here. For me, it would be E. Yeah, because some games do E. Like, it depends. Like, if I was planning to have a flashlight, I would definitely do E, because then F would be my flashlight. But I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna have a flashlight in here, and then I think I'll go F. Page up! I mean, that's funny, but no, I think it looks like F is gonna be the winner, so we're gonna throw in an F here. There you go. Easy peasy. Page up for interact though, that's crazy. Alright, now I'm curious which one he adds. He went with E! Oh. Well, it might not have flashlights, like, whatsoever. Game title, Input Nightmare 2? Or, that was probably supposed to be in the quotation mark. Yeah, Input Nightmare. Honestly, there's a game idea right there. Although, isn't that basically what, like, QWOP and stuff was? I love that he's like, this is not enough to set it up. It's like, no shit. They still need to be told when I can interact with things. You want to go up, you need to press right and down arrows. Yes. It's like Twister, but for your fingers. I'm sold. We're totally making this. Hi, Lolier. Kind of sad you have to give up my sleep schedule to pursue these actually exciting games. Do you though? Can you not play like when you're awake? Unless you're playing like a multiplayer game and you want to play when people are online. In that case, fair. Sleep schedule is a social construct. Also true. Also true. All right, now we're gonna learn about the C++ part of this. God, we could do Twister for your fingers on a controller too. I think that would be absolutely wild. Oh, watching the games. You know what? Fair. Yeah, no, that's fair. That is RIP sleep schedule indeed. Watch party 2, that makes sense, yeah. Okay. Shit! I did not see this coming. Oh my god. Thanks for the shout out for Stevie. Kat, if you're here and you want to learn more about game development from someone who actually like knows their stuff, who's making a really cool actual game and not just like learning projects, go follow Stevie. She's also working on Unreal. She knows way more about it than I do. But yeah, welcome on into Stevie. Hi Turning Cog. Hi Johnson. Yeah, who knows their stuff? Look, I literally just now learned about this. I've learned how to create an input action. But yeah, we're about to head into the code actually. So good chance to, I guess, show off your spaghetti or show off my spaghetti to you. Because what we're currently doing, just to like give you like a quick recap of where we are. But this is a little game, or I guess project that we've been working on. The goal is that instead of a pressure plate, which currently opens the door, we want to be able to pick this statue thing here up and go place it over here. And that should open the door. That is the goal. So currently created, you can see IA Interact there in my content browser. We've created that. I've not tied anything to it yet though, so it currently does absolutely nothing. But, you know, we've literally just started, so that's how far we made it. Oh god. Oh no. Yeah, you're finally past the point of being a beginner. The student becomes a master. Exactly. Exactly what he said. I was a hi Pink Ninja. Welcome on in. But yeah, and also you can also toss this one on there and it's also gonna open. This is the stuff that I've learned to do so far. On my little elevator. I have a little elevator. It goes up when I step on it, and then when I'm not on there, it goes back down. Or if I throw this item on, it'll also go up. Very advanced stuff, guys. I don't think you're ready for this. But yeah, if anyone needs to go to like post-stream self-care, like yourself included, Stevie, if you need to go grab some food or something to drink or stretch your legs, you should go do that. And maybe I'll have figured out how to make a few things in C++ by the time you're back. And welcome on in. Thanks so much for the follow. Yeah. Maybe Stevie should make an elevator now too. Yes, go find your lunch. Go find your lunch. And I'll show you code stuff when you're back. Hi, Graham. Welcome. This is me redeeming the 5 squats. Goddamn. Goddamn. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna make functions now for our interact. So whenever I do the interact action in Unreal, it's gonna call a function. Mm-hmm. Steve's game is one room. Where would the elevator go? Well, I guess it's time to make a second floor. You were told to follow, but I forgot. It's all good. It's all good. Following is, you know, completely of your own volition. I do appreciate everyone who does, but, you know, definitely not mandatory. And yeah, see, McMatek's got the right idea. Secret level. So I love that the 3 exclamation points actually tries to get my bot to be like, oh, you're trying to do a command? No. No. Oh, God, Lolyu, really? That's funny and sad at the same time. Mostly funny, but a little bit sad. Oh, alright. Ooh. I get to look in parts of my code that I haven't looked before. I like that he hasn't even explained what I'm opening, but I can see on the side that he's in, I think, this. Yeah. Hi, Mint. Welcome on in. They have a band sponsor? No way. No way. Oh my god. I feel like Graham's having way too much fun with the fact that he can choose to not consent for a hug. Alright. So... Oh, now he's saying where it is. Well, I already found it. Okay, so that's what I should open both of these. So let's do that. Yay! There he goes. Oh shit, you know, I forgot to make a new leaderboard. Yep, no, it's still in November leaderboard. We're gonna get a bonus day for someone to try and dethrone Game Freak. Because, otherwise I would have to end bingo already and start a new one. Which, I mean, technically we could... Maybe we should do that, actually, because not that many actions have been triggered yet. Yeah, so the way it works is that you can choose to consent, like, to each individual hug request, or you can do, like, consent all or consent none, if you want to just, like, permanently say no, or whatever, yes, hug away. I think Gyofro is the only one with the current active. I'm not consenting to any of them. You know what? Fuck it, let's... Sorry for the bingo enjoyers. I'm gonna have to remember. Okay, so resub rate. That's been okay. So let's restart it. Oh, I think I need to go into a different setting for that, but that's okay. Hi, Karik, how's it going? Don't mind me. I am just being very prepared as per usual. There's my extensions. That means I don't have to replace the whoever got the Discord role because Game Freak's now won 2 months in a row. Alright, so let's end this tournament. Create a new tournament. December. Oh. I should probably start adding years to our tour, but now we're literally on like the last one of the year, so I'm just gonna stick to my currently established naming scheme. We can always change it up later. Alright. It should now be created. Do I see it here? I might need to refresh. Reload. Hey! Okay, we're gonna create this game again. Alright, so let's do individual, general, and game dev, which we need more events in game dev still. Alright, and then we had the resub, we had the raids, we had this one, and I did see that there was a puppy scam earlier when I looked over, but it wasn't called yet. And we now also have a TiVo on the cam, so we can also call this. Okay. I think we're good. There you go. New bingo board. All right, if you already claimed one, apologies. Let's start another one. And yeah, no, see, I decided I might as well learn everything immediately because this is in fact Unreal Engine C++. Yes. That is exactly what it is. Just doing your usual grind at the moment. Need that background noise to keep you sane. Well, I'm happy to provide. I'm happy to provide. Wait, what happened with the name? That was... I'm confused. Was there a mistype on the name? Oh, 338 instead of 388. I didn't even notice that. Yeah, I know. I'm like, can I not mod win leaderboard so we can actually see our little bingo champion in chat? Brio, we need you to win again. Is that Starbucks employees didn't have a naming scheme when it comes to coding and game dev? I would sure hope they do. Smite backfired as well? Okay, where was that? Oh, we can check this one too. Where'd my smites go? Am I blind? I'm probably blind. Oh wait, it's already been called. That's why I'm not seeing it. Never mind. It's already done. Thank you. Yep. We're all good. Folder's named gameplay. Yeah, who could that be? Who could this very helpful soul be that is helping me keep track of bingo? But yeah, we're gonna be learning about making a function that my player controller can use. I like that he's like, don't worry if you don't understand everything fully. You're not supposed to at this level. How far into my C++ journey am I? Very early. Very early. I did very briefly do some C++ like last year. I was learning with Raylib and C++. Didn't take that super far though. But now that I'm doing my Unreal course, I decided to start with the one that incorporates C++. And this is the second project that I'm making with it. The first one was super basic. It was just like an obstacle course. It's on gamedev.tv. It's one of their newest ones that they're doing. It's called Unreal 5 C++ Developer. Code your own Unreal games. But they have a lot of interesting courses. I've been very happy with their stuff. I think their old course was by Ben. This is by... God, what is his name? I forgot his name. Shit. I don't even know oh my god. This is a new teacher. I haven't seen him before on their courses that I've done. Khan Alpar. But yeah, I think my old course was Ben. But this is with Khan. And this literally just dropped, like, I think the week before I wanted to start it up again. Which I'm very happy about, because the old course, I think, with Ben was with, like, Unreal 4. Yeah, I'd never heard of him either, but so far it's been pretty good. But yeah, work was nice enough to give me a lifetime subscription for GameDev.tv, so, like, I'm just, like, anything they have in terms of courses, I'm like, feed me the information. I'll take it all. Oh, mine's longer than his thing. I see he has this one. Doesn't have this one. Oh, well, he's gonna explain what it works. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Ooh, thanks so much for the follow. Well, come on in. You know, maybe I will Pink Ninja. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll become too good for them. No, I'm kidding it. No, it's my personal subscription. It was bought on my personal account. So I will have access to this however long I have access to this account. I don't need to stay employed for it. I basically bought it and then I sent in the receipt and they reimbursed me, which is really nice. You know what? Maybe I will. 2036. That is at least a realistic timeline. Thank you for giving me a realistic timeline. Because if you were to say like 2026, I'd be like, no. Absolutely not. I need some time. Alright, and then in this folder file. Beaver Day to Dam. Hell yeah, I'm ready. That sounds dope. It's interesting to read the code and see like, oh, I'm starting to understand some of this. Like, I know this will get called. This is when it starts. Only spawn touch controls on a local PO controller, spawn mobile controls widget. There's a lot of stuff that I don't understand here, though. Because he's looking at this, I think. Yeah. But yeah, so something's definitely changed. I think he's in 5.6.0. I'm in 5.6.1, and my code definitely looks different in here. But mostly, like, his, like, if 4 thing is just, like, very basic. I guess they've refined it a bit more since then, maybe. Mm. My god, lol, you. No, I don't think so, because if I just quickly pull it over just so, like, you can see what I'm seeing. Like, this is what he's currently showing in, like, the same part of the code. And you can see if I minimize this, there's more to my code. Because, like, his part of the code doesn't seem to have this. So I'm guessing some of the mobile touch input stuff has changed. Where'd it go? There. Because those I don't see here at all. But that's probably just piracy. I know I'm using the real stuff, though. I'm not pirating anything, so Hi, Danny. Yes, correct. It is. We're making progress. Hmm. Subsystem. Mm-hmm. Oh, well, I mean, you saw a screenshot. You haven't heard anything. Okay. Mm. There's so many files to look at. Look at my line. There's so many. I am so sorry. Pirate the code. Oh no, don't do it. Please. This one looks the same. Yeah, this one looks the same. No, because a jump, move, look, mouse look. Also, might need to add my own here then, the one that I made. No, wait. Hang on. Yes, no. Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, I was right. Hmm. Okay. I wonder why there's like multiple categories. Like, this is all within like the same class. Like, this is all within this, but it's like, protected, public, protected, protected. Like, is this needed? Unless it's switched between like public and stuff. Is it for structure, maybe? Maybe he will explain it. He does, in fact, not explain it. At least not yet. Is there something valuable for a player of Payday 3 in the Christmas calendars to just discounts and probably memories? Like, I'll be honest, I don't know what's in every one of them. I know some of them, though. But I guess you'll just have to come back 3 p.m. CST. Or no, not even CST, that's summertime. CET. And find out. CVP, yes, we're here. Hmm. Yep, left to become a gameplay program. It's gonna be my new name. To make a Heistmas SFM then. Ooh, you should. You should. Hmm. Alright. We're gonna actually do stuff now. No, not this one. Hang on. Here. I was too far down. This is what I'm looking for. I mean, I'm gonna copy the comment as well. I'm trying to be good. Yeah. Public? Okay. Just looked into your crystal ball and communed with the echo of jewels to guide me. Wise choice. Wise choice. Could not think of a better guide. South America, don't know what you're talking about. Eh. No. Text. Jesus. I was like, something's weird. Alright, so what I've done now is that we've created our function for something to interact. We have an interact. Since I didn't I add it up here too? No. Yes, here. We've added the interact input action. It has a function. It's been added in here with the action bindings. And now when we click on the interact, we don't have like any quote unquote real functionality yet, but what it now should do is that it should print in my log interacts. So there's an add coming, so I guess we can make sure everything is saved. Oh shit! Accidentally clicked on a completely different lecture. Go back, please. There you go. Okay, he does want me to recompile. That's fine. It gives us something to do in the ad break. Save. Hi, Livy. How's it going? Oh, you did send me a message. I see. I see. I hope you're doing good there. I love that frog. Right, right, I was gonna rebuild. That's what I was gonna do. I was like, I was in the middle of something and then I lost it. There we go. Rebuild. No, that's gonna work on that. But yes, exciting. I see your response. No, you're all good. Because I'm also there's gonna be an ad break now anyway, so it gives me time to think. But yeah, the only thing is that I need to check if it lets me pay you. Oh, there's freebies on Fab. Let's have a look. I have an account on Fab, but I've only used it once to grab like limited time free. Ooh. Ooh. Thank you. Oh god. You know what? Let's add it to my cart. And I need to apparently sign in. There it is. Oh my god. That sounds both really adorable, but also like, please, can you stop? I love our puppies. Okay, and then there. Alright, all three of them are in my cart. And we're gonna check them out. Will I ever use these? I don't know. But at least the skybox looks kind of nice. Right, there we go. Maybe Lake Town might be useful for something as well. Yay! Thanks so much for the shout. Like, I'm so glad that we got some freebies. That'll be very useful once we start doing more stuff of our own and don't just follow along with the course. But yeah, these skyboxes are really freaking cool. Sorry, I'm just looking through all of them. They're really nice. What is this? Lake Town. Ooh, this is actually also quite nice. What if we make like a fishing game? Hell yeah. I need to remember to come back and get the next freebies too, because I didn't know they do freebies here. Good to know. He's thrilled to dog too, I can imagine. The man's playing with him, so he's got a murder squeaker. God, is your dog like, because I know my dad's old dog, unfortunately she passed away, but she was like, if any of her toys had a squeaker, she was squeaking away until that thing was dead. Like there was no squeaker left alive in that household. Good luck locking in, Eek. You got this. You got this. And thank you for the good luck. Yep. Yep. I've been in the presence of a dog like that. It can be really loud. I guess the good news is that she's probably gonna kill it pretty fast. I don't know. At least my dad's old dog, she was like, yeah, no, that thing got destroyed within the same day. You can't buy your dog any soft toys because he will just shred him in less than 5 minutes. That sounds about right. That sounds about right. Soft toys is what I generally do buy for mine because like they don't care unless it's a soft toy. Oh, extra strong Kong squid. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, if it's a Kong, then it's gonna it's not going down that easy. But yeah, good shout to have a like a drawer. I have like a drawer that we usually put our stuff away in. Really, Shammy. To be fair, I've most of my experiences with smaller dogs. How big is your dog? Yeah, last 10 minutes instead of 5. You know what? Fair. Fair. I thought the Kong should like move my I mean, I have pugs, so like most things survive-ish. But I do have they've been pretty good lately. Maybe it's because I haven't gotten a fresh one in a while, but like I used to have like 5. I would buy like bulks of 5 of the same like fox toy because Qui-Gon loved his fox. But it would survive a while, and then eventually it would be like, okay, this thing is ragged. Here's your new fox. But every time my dad would come to visit and he brought his dogs, like, you know, his oldest dog would figure out there's a squeaker inside that fox, and then that fox would promptly die. Australian Blue Heeler. I think it was 40 pounds. Hang on, I need to Google this dog breed. Ooh, that is a cute dog. Australian cattle dog, apparently. So yeah, not the biggest dog, but also not the smallest dog. That is fair. Yeah, I guess bigger dogs are a bit more destructive than what I'm used to. What is Podenco? Oh my god! Oh, I love this. This is very cute. They look very, like, elegant. Look very cool. Looks bigger than the healer. But only slightly. Very cute, though. Love the big ears. Nice. Today I learned about new dog breeds. Anyways, the ads are over, so we can also come back to my coding. Strong jaw, mini high jump, fast run, run, run. Oh, so it's like a smaller one of the Podencos. Got it. Interesting. Kind of like a subbreed. It's always fascinating how some dog breeds can have like very distinct subbreeds. Hi, Carrie. How's it going? It might be. I just put in Podenco and looked at Google Images, and it gave me a few ones that looked slightly differently. I guess I can try and add in yours. What was it? Podenco. Andalus. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, this one looks not quite like the first one I saw. Still got the parabolic ears, though. Very cute. Oh yeah, see, someone's taking an image of it running with a dog on like it's not quite a leash, but like on a thing. Yep, satellite dish air is correct. No, Yui did not crash. I closed it because I was rebuilding from code. Because that's the joys of doing this in C++. Because I was making changes in like my header files and stuff. I had to close it and rebuild it from within Visual Studio. But now I've been able to relaunch Unreal. No crash, no crash. I have crashed on a wheel before, but not today. All right, course time. Oh yeah, now I remember. Yeah, no, that's totally reasonable. So what I think we've done now. Wait. Why did that just open now? Okay. Anyways, what I was gonna check is hang on. Output log. Also, we don't need this backup, I think, so I don't know what I'm done with this. Oh, we'll look at this later. Anyways, what's supposed to happen is that when I now left click. Oh shit. Does it not work? Does it forget to save something? Okay, so that doesn't work. What if I live code? That was very fast. Hmm. Oh, so in the course he's also like, oh no, it's not working. Okay, so you did this on purpose, Mr. Teacher Man. I see. Okay. It's in here, right? Hey, thanks so much for redeeming a mask. Okay, see, I need to grab it from here. See, I've learned. I remember now to actually immediately click on that. Oh, I'm getting a challenge. Oh, I still have the floor on. We don't need floor. There we go. All right, so I think it was over here. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, look, we made this in C++. There's the interact action, and we need to set this to our interact. All right, so now does it work? I still don't know why that door is doing this. Shit, hang on. My code. Yeah, look! I can interact! Plebs strong together, I feel that. Look! And this is my F button, and this is my mouse button. It works, I can interact! I just need to build in like the actual functionality and not just a UI log. But that means it works. So that's exciting. Oh, yeah, I didn't click this. Okay, so whatever I did, he's done the same because I noticed that when he starts it up now, his door also immediately opens. So it's something that he's told me to do that is causing this. I don't know what though, but he might end up covering it. But yeah, so what we did was we ended up creating this thing right here. This function now gets called every time I interact with something. So now I can build my actual functionality for interacting with something in here. Yeah, I'm really curious too, because what I've done, because I'm pretty sure when we checked it earlier, like I've opened these, I've not done anything in these. I've only opened them to like look at them. And then we created um this new property here for the interact action, a new input. We created this function down here. And then we've actually we added this here, which is basically just a copy of this, but you know, changing of the names to be interact action, and calling the interact function, which then itself lives here. None of this should have affected my door, but yeah, I know. I'm just learning about them today, Stevie. I'm so excited. So thank you, Smoking, for the lurk. I appreciate it. Oh, that's the end of my lecture. I guess surely he's soon going to start talking about the door, because I saw it happen on his too. Line tracing. I don't even know what this is. Yeah, I still see it. He plus play and I see it opening. Hmm. Okay, so yeah, basically what we're going to do with that is that we're going to be able to, with the code, C++ code, be able to get the interactions for like this thing, which is the lock, and this, which is going to be the pickup when we get close enough to them so we can actually interact with them. Yeah, maybe, Yorfra, maybe. Maybe he's not even noticed. Ah, also known as raycasting. Now that is a word I know. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hi, Nixky. How's it going? Thanks for stopping by and lurking. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well today. Thank you for the virus sample, Nixky. Thank you for the good luck. I will probably not release this particular thing that I'm working on right now, mainly because it's part of my course and learning and stuff. But don't worry, once I make an actual game and release an actual game, I'll probably be shouting about it on my streams. I'm very excited to be able to actually get to the point where I can work on something on my own, though. You're so hyper Telegame. You're overestimating me. But I'm very excited still to make it. I even have my itch.io page already set up. I think I set up last year, but there's like nothing on it. Or I made an account, rather. I wouldn't say I've created a page. But I'm ready. Which reminds me, I haven't logged in there in a bit. Game Crash Simulator and you done? I mean, in that case, like I did upload the first like trial project that we made. I mean, that is in my Discord still. I believe the only person who actually went to play it was Meowie though. But technically, I do have that. It does not run well. It is not at all optimized because it's literally just following a course that has very basic stuff in there. Oh yeah, it says here, are you a developer? Upload your first game. Itch.io is ready for me to upload my first game. Alright, back to my course. Thank you so much for the lyric and Nick's game, appreciate it. So wait, what was wrong with your chocolate pudding? Chocolate pudding's great. Did you get a bad one or something? Mmm. Mmm. Eat a vanilla pudding to balance it. Sounds like a good idea. Okay. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I've been learning a lot about he's talking about tracing and raycasting and like all of that stuff. I think he went to lock-in. He said he was lurking, so I'm not sure if he's still listening and might see that, but he was here, but he needed to lock in. He's late on some projects. I think he said he was. But yeah, so what we're currently doing is that we're gonna make a thing with tracing so that we're gonna make our own custom path that'll be by default ignored by most actors, but we can enable it for like these that we want to interact with to like block it, meaning that it gets caught and we can interact with them. But hang on, it wanted me to go. Where do it want me to go first? I have project settings. I'm rarely in here. Okay. So yeah, I guess we're gonna make a trace channel. Yeah. Because now when we go into... Wait, it's on here, right? Yeah, here's the collisions. Yeah, now we have an interact part here. Nice. Yeah, that's probably... I think it's helping me a lot too to like just have to re-explain it. That's why I'm kind of glad that I'm streaming this process. Because it helps me to actually do this and not just make an excuse of like, oh no, I just want to hang and play games with my friends tonight. I don't want to do video game stuff or game dev stuff. And also, people can poke me and ask questions and be like, hey, what are you currently working on? And I'll be like, okay, so words. So it's definitely helpful for me as well, and it seems like people are finding it interesting to watch. So win-win, right? Oh god, he's gonna issue me a challenge though. Okay, so basically what he wants me to do is for the lock actor. So this right here, oh, is my lock actor. So on this one, I'm supposed to do it on the trigger components. That's this one. I thought he wanted me to go into like my freaking code or something. This is not so bad. So I guess because I can't select it here, so I guess I have to do like custom. I wish, is there not a button to be like keep current settings but change this? That would be kind of nice because I know this needs to be set to block. Overlap all dynamic. I guess we just custom. Oh, custom looks like it keeps it. Because that. Oh, never mind. So custom does in fact keep everything. So you just switch it to custom then, and then boom, block. Okay, so that's that one. And then I need to interact with this statue. And that is in the static mesh component. Because that's currently on block all. So it's mostly over there. Custom. Alright, cool. I'll be honest, when he said this is now a challenge for you, I was like, oh no, do I know how to do this? And then I did. I know how to do this. Yeah, this exact thought process recently. It's good. I like it. Because he was in a slightly different space. He opened it from here and then went into like the viewport and stuff to edit it, but I'm pretty sure the way I did it has the exact same effects. I mean, I guess I can check by because like he opens it like this. Then it goes over here and changes it. Wait, yeah, I'm in the component. Am I blind? Is it closed? Because I should see collision over here. Like the same one that I just had when I was out in the viewport for like my overall game. Oh wait, collision here. There's, yeah, there we go. Oh. Wait, so when I set it here, is this not the same? Or is it because, oh, it says that I haven't saved it, right? There we go. So what if I do this? Hang on, let's close them. Bring it back up. I know I can search. I'm also trying to learn where things are. Oh, okay, so maybe the other one didn't do it. Hi, Ribbons. Yeah, I'm blind. So, I'm curious, chat, if you can explain. How was it different for me to click on this, going in here, and changing my collision? Because here I've changed it. Why is this different than clicking on it here and going in here to change this? Because this one does not seem like it is updated after I switched it here. But I thought they would be basically the same thing because it's the same thing on both. This one's my trigger component. On here too is my trigger component. And I made sure to save it. You know what? That's where I've gone wrong. That's where I've gone wrong. Okay, so in that case, I probably want to just set this back then and don't touch these. See? Now I learned something. Now I learned something. There. This one was shit. What was this one on before? I don't remember. I can check. Collision enabled. Block all dynamic. Okay. There. Alright, let's do it for real then. Let's do it for real. So, custom this. Then on this one, static mesh. Custom this. Alright, cool. We learned something new. Because now, yeah, now this is now here also custom and what it should look like. Cool. We're learning. Wait, what do you mean, nuh-uh, you are? So I have a dog that's currently pulling on my blanket that I guess fell halfway off my chair. Hmm? You want attention? You have a bed, you know. God, I think we're going back into C++ now. I'm learning about a UWorld object now. Oh, I'm not learning shit. Well, you could if you wanted to. Unless you already know everything I'm working on. In that case, I'm sorry. I'm way behind. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hmm. I love that he's like, returns a boolean, even though it just returns the first blocking hit. Isn't it just true or false whether it interacts with something? I'm confused. Mm-hmm. Visual Studio, my beloved. All right, let's see. What are we doing in here? God structs. Please no. You used to know C++ and Visual Studio back in the day, but it's been like 20 years since you touched it. I can imagine you would forget a lot over 20 years, yeah. It's telling me that I don't currently have the knowledge or ability to put this thing together, but it still wanted me to look at it, so we're looking at it. Yeah, no naming things. God, I cannot. I'm not looking forward to when I need to name things on my own and not just like, oh, my teacher probably wanted me to name it this thing to make things work somehow. Beautiful. Mm. Okay, that's definitely good to know. You just taught me that. God, I can't even like move my. Oh wait, I can. These because they have the equals operator. That means they have default values. So unless I want to override them, we don't have to provide them. Yeah, thing that's just there for sure. Here's one thing. Oh shit, here's another thing. But third thing. This is the thing that actually works. I love that. Those great naming conventions. Okay, so yeah, we're leaving this here for later. God, now he's giving me too many options because he's giving me a new challenge, and immediately one of the first things he says that in a tick function, like it doesn't matter which one, you can use any, and I'm like, oh god, I need to pick. So hi, Eek, welcome back. Alright, let me find one that we can use. We should have one. Do we have them over in the triggers? I think so. I mean, my movers should have them, right? Yeah, because this one's called every frame. We can put it in here. Okay, so I needed to, what was it? Get world. Um, Hang on, let me just copy. Or this part at least. The rest of it is not really relevant. Get world time seconds. And I was also supposed to have a UE log, so I'm just gonna... Oh, maybe I won't steal that one. I'll steal this one. This one's short and easy. Is it this simple to... Hang on. Need to probably remember how the UE log works. I mean, I guess I need to assign this to something, right? Now I'm actually trying to do this mostly on my own. I guess, because if we just do time passed, I don't know. I think it said that this passes back a double, so I guess we do it as a double. Then we need to pass this in here. Oh god, Steve, you almost crashed your Unreal. Good job. Good job not crashing Unreal and surviving. I'm proud of you. So god, Magma Tech. I love that you actually keep account of fucking around and finding out. Maybe that's what we should do on my streams eventually. When we get more advanced, we can do FAFO counter. I love that. Okay, I don't remember the UE log command well enough to actually be able to print this. I know I need to have like my time passed back here to be able to pass it into this. Was it? Wasn't percent %S, was it? Or was it F? No, F's. Trying to remember which one means what. It's like I haven't done this in so long. I mean, we could just at least... I mean, I guess we could also just do this. It doesn't need to be more advanced. I need to figure out how to actually put in my time in seconds up here, though. I needed to learn to read these, I think. Oh. God, as soon as I see like this fucking code block, I'm just like struggle busting. Because like I would guess that maybe it's like this, but now it's a red, so that's not what it is. You're out at this point? Okay, well I'm glad it's not just me. Like I'm already proud of myself for I'm pretty sure this one's correct. Which I'm already pretty proud of myself for. But I don't know, the UE log one is for some reason the bane of my existence. I just like I never want to use any UE logs, which is gonna be a mistake because obviously you should use UE logs. I'm just like, can I look at because that's an error, but it's like S failed to find, and then you put in get namesafe. Oh wait, do I need I may be missing a comma. That might have been it. Now the question is, do I trust myself enough to try and save this and run this? Or do I want to watch my teacher solve this first? We're gonna gamba. We're gonna gamba and see, did I do this correctly? I'm very scared that I didn't. I will be very happy if I did. Who knows? Maybe I'll crash my Unreal. The fact that it seems to be taking a while compiling and I don't see anything here happening, I'm just like, surely my one UE log isn't gonna break everything. Ugh. It failed! So it's not right? Yeah, it's not S. What does this one do? I haven't touched this. You can't blame this one for me. This one's my fault. Maybe it's D. I was thinking of trying F, but we can also try D. Maybe it's D. We'll try D. That's my problem. I need to remember like what the different ones means. Error. Okay, so what is it expecting this time? Expects integral argument. Because am I supposed to do this? No, because now it's still red. Whereas now it claims there's no issues found. So it might be... Fuck it, I'm trying F. It's probably still wrong. If this doesn't work, I may be out of ideas and I need to check. Hi, Simon. It succeeded. We did it! Chat, we did it together! Fuck, okay, that I'm really proud of that. This looks like nothing, but I am genuinely really proud of this. Yes, we didn't need to look up the solution. Hell yeah. Okay, but yeah, now we have a function that actually we can track how much time has passed since the level started. Oh, that feels so good. Yep. I'm proud of this. I'm proud of this because I've been struggling with these previously in the course. So it might be finally starting to click. Oh, yeah, sorry, Simon. So what I've actually done is ignore the door. I don't know what the fuck is going on with the door. But if you look at the log, what I've just made is that I'm calling on the UWorld object, which is basically my game world, to pass me back how much time has passed in seconds since the world, I guess, began. Since basically for every frame called, I ask for an update how much time has passed. And then I print it into my log. And that is what you see in the bottom there, where it keeps counting out 30, 31, 32, 33. And I probably shouldn't let that keep going because there's a lot of lines in my log right now. But it works. There was a challenge in my course to do this, and I did it. And I'm very happy. Alright, now we get to see how this teacher solves it. How similar is my solution to his solution? You know what? I probably should do that. Okay. Oh, he puts it in the lock. It doesn't matter. He's got any, so. So you use percentage F because the time seconds is a double. I'm like, yes, makes total sense to me. Because it's a floating point number. That's where the F comes from. So apparently, another way to do this would be, like, I did it correctly. Obviously, it worked. But you can also just, instead of assigning it, you can just put this in here. And this will also still work. Yep, copy paste, magic numbers, correct. Yeah, I'm the pirate software approach. Totally. It also has a time seconds here, which doesn't really matter. Oh yeah, he did that instead of my seconds. So this is how he solved it. So we were quite close. We were quite close. Yeah, no, maybe I have Yarfro. Feels like it. Not quite yet though. Alright. We've completed this lecture. We can move on to start and end points. Yeah, only 7. 7.5. I know. But it fucking feels like 20. It sure does. And yeah, I know. He was like 8 years away. And then he could have retired, but he's like, fuck that shit. We're retiring early. Oh, we're gonna learn how to make debug lines. Fun. Also, I'm debating. Like, he hasn't told me to remove it, but I feel like I should remove this again. But I guess for now it can stay. Because we're about to be over here again and do things. Hmm. Okay. Coding time. It's still planned to the degree of, like, he did say that we were gonna do it. I've just not wanted to pester him about it because I figured man's enjoying his vacation, so. But yes, he has said that we should. And he did initially said we should do it in like August, but I don't know. Man's enjoying his time off. I feel bad asking. Okay, so now we're getting rid of this. Oh boy, I'm getting another challenge. Alright, so I need to calculate these two. I mean, hang on. So what did he explain what we're gonna do? So is it first person camera component, he said was the name of this thing. He hasn't called you just as Steam Begins in a while. That is true. He hasn't needed to. And that's probably for the best, isn't it? I'm just going back to check his like first explanation of what exactly we're calculating. Okay, so I want this screen right here. Okay, so yeah, we need. So this is like get component location is it like this? He's not throwing errors. And then for the end, it's supposed to be where we start. So I guess start plus camera get forward vector, which is apparently a thingy. Then times max interaction distance, which is something that I still need to create. I know this is definitely going to throw an error on that one. I guess this also needs to be first person camera component, like so. And then, hang on, max interaction. This one needs to be created up in here. I think he said it was supposed to be a float. What's the app about? Which app? There we go. Yeah, it is going to be a float. Oh, it's supposed to be you property. Like, hey. No. So we have U properties up here, so it must be fine. He said it was an edit anywhere, I think. I don't know if I need a category for it. Okay, so yeah, this is a float, max interaction distance. He said we could give it a default value of 300. So I'm gonna do that there. So this is now just 300 by default. Okay, and now some spaces just to make it easier to read. So did I do it? I think I maybe did it. We're gonna leave that on a cliffhanger though, because I do want to get up and stretch. I notice my shoulders are tensing up, and since apparently I'm playing an ad in a minute, we might as well do a BRB. But I think I've just solved this. Not entirely sure, but I guess we'll find out once we're back. So, if you also been here a while, I do recommend that you also get up and stretch, grab something to drink if you need to. My water bottle is almost empty, so I'm definitely doing that. And we'll see you back here in just a few minutes. I needed that break. I hope you did too. All right, we are back. Let's figure out if my calculations right here are correct. This time I don't know how to test them, so we're just gonna have to see what my teacher does. Okay, well, I did this one correctly at least. Okay. I've done it correctly. Gold clap for me. Yeah, he's also saying, like, this is great, but we can't really see these yet. We don't know if we're getting the right ones. Oh, time to learn how to visualize. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hydrate before you dehydrate, homies.
Hi, Yansku. I will hydrate. Thank you. All right, now let's have a look. If we have been able to do this. So draw, debug, align. Get worlds. Start, end. F color, purple. Just because I can. False, because we don't want them to be persistent. And, well, he says 5 seconds. I guess I'll go with 5 seconds. All right. You know what? I completely forgot to re-enable them. You're right. I took them away when we did our baking stream. And then I guess no one yesterday noticed they were gone. And then I completely forgot about them today as well. All right, so let's bring them all back, really. Enable. We got to get the jokes back too. And even Puppy Cam was gone, which I guess technically we don't need right now anyway, but there you go. Oh my god, that sounds amazing names. And yeah, I deserve that year for you, right? Hi, Hero, how's it going? Hope you're doing good. Alright, but yeah, we've done things. I was gonna say, I think we need to rebuild, right? Yeah. Alright, rebuild. Because we made changes in the header file. I look at them bingo anyway while this thing is going. Let's have a look. Wait, this one should have triggered. I hate that the automation. Yeah, this is 1 out of 5 there even. We're 1 viewer away from joining bingo to get that one called. Very close to the channel points. That's gonna happen very soon. Well, I did BRB, so we can call that. Well, Qui-Gon just went on a Poppy Cam. We can call that. Sound. Don't think we're at a leader yet. No. Yeah, no, I definitely appreciate that, names. No, it hasn't happened yet, somehow. We're like 400 points away there. It's gonna happen. Both of these are like, Alright. Anyways, it's not done. Here, I thought it was gonna be done. Well, in the meantime, I can go hand in my duplicates for a bongo cat. I got something new! I got a winter item! Yay. Yeah, finally getting ahead of my points again. I was been behind for several days now. There we go, there's my rebuild. Right, so now when we play the game, we should have a purple line basically shooting out from my face. Oh, I love this one. What's up, going on? You know what? I have some good rewards. What can I say, Pink and Ninja? It's hard to compete with. So this one is vocals. So speaking of discounts though, like if you look at that merch command that was just posted, that will actually give you, I believe I set my discount to 15% off in my merch store. Just saying. Just saying. Wait. Well, I still have the time seconds in there. I'm very tempted to remove that. Hang on, what does he say in the course? I did not see that line.
Pat, pat, pat.
Did I do something wrong? Because I do not see... I don't see any line. Thank you so much for a pat, though. I appreciate the balance. Oh, wait. Because I needed... I fucking made it. It was in the interacts. I need to... Yeah, we need to shoot it. We do have lines. We just don't trigger the drawing of it until... see if I look up. Yeah, you can see it doesn't go too far either, but like this is supposed to be like, it's probably a bit too big to be like an interaction reach. Maybe it's fine. Yeah, because I could interact from that distance, and this is like too much for an interaction. I did it. I know I don't want to reopen them. We don't need them again. Alright, so our next order of business, I believe, is to take this little line that we're currently now shooting out of our eyes and calculating. And we're gonna draw a sphere to it. Because otherwise, what would happen is if I have this line and I want to look at this thing, if I look slightly off this hitbox, it wouldn't let me interact. So we want to have like a sphere on it, so it's more of a generous interaction with our items. He hasn't removed. I'm just gonna do it. He hasn't removed this part, but it's bothering me, so I'm gonna remove it. I don't want it. Get it away. Oh god. We're gonna create a struct. Then I cock it out the JPEG to the game. Maybe we want to make an actual game. Or when I get into like the final part of this, maybe. Because when we get towards like making our actual like game at the end of this test project, that's when we're gonna bring everything we've learned together with like the pressure plates and all of that and make like an actual little mini level of it. At that point, I'm willing to consider it. What are you doing, Qui-Gon? Okay. I don't know why my instinct is always to do 30 like point F instead of the 0. I always miss out the 0. Okay. Just seeing what his name is for it. Oh, I got another challenge. He wants me to draw this because it's very similar to this one up here. So let me see what the actual challenge is. All right, so let's have a look. What is it you need? You need to have the UWorld. So let's start with get world. Um. So I guess you want the center, right? Where you are. I'm like, where are we drawing this? At the start? Let's say we're drawing it at the start. Then the radius, which is interaction sphere radius. Oh, we need a color. F color. I don't know, red. Wait, did I put it? Hang on, have I counted those things wrong? Okay, we have worlds. Then you want the vector for the center, which I put at start. Then you want the radius, which is this one. Oh, segments! The fuck is segments? Okay, well, we're supposed to have something in between here then. Alright, he did say that if you get stuck on something to use the documentation, so let's actually... pull up the documentation for... Oh, no document. That's good step. Well, I mean, we're supposed to do draw debug sphere. So surely if I do this... There we go. Alright, so we need to look at inputs. Oh, so you don't see exactly what it takes. Okay. So this is Unreal 5.7 documentation. I should probably switch to 5.6 just in case it's different. So why are there flies in my room? It's because when I searched, they're both 5.7. Where are these flies coming from? Okay, so I guess I can't search in here. What's this track? I really like this track. What is this called? Ah, now I recognize it. Do I have this in my folder already? Hang on. Let me open a new one so I don't mess with that one because I'm still gonna need that. Where's my music folder? OC Remix. This one would probably under M. Let's see. I have Legend of the Snake. This is not Legend of the Snake, so let's download it. This is the best part with this radio. It's just like, ooh, I like this track. Let me download it. All right, OC Remix, save. Boom. All right, because I'm guessing this other thing and oh, this one. Works. This link works. Hi, Game Freak. How's it going? I hope you're doing good. No, because we already done this. So wait, this one also says 5-7 actually. So then we should be able to be good with the results that this one gives. Because this is the one that confuses me. Segments. I don't know how many segments. A single segment? Can we get a single segment sphere? What does that even mean? Let's try it. A single segment sphere. Then F color, and then the rest we should need to define because they already have default values. Oh, it's coming along great, Meowie. It's coming along great. I'm drawing debug lines now. This is exactly what you want in a game. Alright, I think I've done it correctly, so let's rebuild and try it. I thought I saw an error, but we're fine. It didn't fail. So you can see my Steam pop-ups now, but then you can barely even see what it said because there's a Pokemon spawn on top of it. There you go. Rebuild done. Okay, here's this 12 succeeded, 0 failed. Oh, that's just the thing telling me to update. Okay, I didn't see that before. This one. How's your day though, Game Freak? Hope you had a good rest. Okay, so if I've done this now correctly, when I interact, I should not only have a line, I should also have a sphere at my starting point. AK, I've not done it correctly, so I guess it needs to be more than one segment. Okay. That's my only problem is like, you're telling me segments and I don't know what this means. Like, we have the world, we have the start. What happens if we just, I don't know, up it to like 10? You just woke up. Well, I hope you had a good rest. Okay, never mind. That was not it. We still have no sphere. Okay, I'm just gonna need him to explain this fucking thing to me because I am lost. He says, like, take a look at the documentation if you're stuck. I've tried. It's not helping me. Okay, so let me open my card so I can see what he does. Get world is correct. Cool. Mm-hmm. Oh, I put it start. Apparently you're supposed to have put it at the end. Okay. I thought we wanted to draw it at the start. My bad. Interaction sphere radius, yes. He says we can just do something arbitrary like 20. I did that, but okay. I forgot about the persistent lines. False. Yeah, but hang on. So, yeah, the default is false. But it's because I didn't give them a float. I didn't give them a persist lifetime. That's why I didn't fucking do. Yes! Oh, I'm so excited. That looks great. I can't wait to see it. There's some bangers coming on this radio tonight. All right, let's try this again. Orb. Orb. Okay, but I'm curious then. So I was actually really close. I just forgot to add this timer. So it just immediately disappeared probably. Because what was the default thing? Can I see? There we go. But that one is... Yeah, that's what it is. Because the default for this one is a negative time. So it just doesn't appear unless you assign something else to the lifetime. That's what it is. That is true, honestly. RCU Remix in general is definitely nothing but bangers. So now I know what I did wrong. But then technically, we can also do a second one, right? And we can draw one at the start. Start. And give that to be, I don't know, blue. Make sure I properly understand what we're currently working on. So now when I click, I should have 2 orbs. I do. One spawns inside my head. I understand. So yeah, now when I look over here, it'll be easier to make sure that even if I'm a little bit off, like the sphere is still gonna like hit the object. Okay, cool. Love that. Oh, it's starting on. Ooh. I love that he's like, you can also do it at the start just to make it more interesting. I already did it. Oh, this is my playlist. Thank you. He finally removed the log thing that I already removed because it was already annoying me. That is another lecture done, I think. I'm wondering how many more I will get through before I feel like that's enough brain overload. We are currently, just in total though, for this specific test project that we're working on, we've done 37 out of 50 lectures. So we're actually getting quite close to be able to make our projects. Imitation Tina, welcome on in. Tina and Raiders, how was your stream? Tell me all about it. I think it might be your first time here, but welcome everyone. My name is Holly. We usually do game dev on Mondays. I'm very new to Unreal. I'm very new to C++. But if you want to join me in my learning journey, you're more than welcome to. I'm happy to share what I'm learning with everyone else as well. Aya Tiana, welcome on in. Imitation Tina, hello. What were you playing? Were you also doing game dev today? Hang on, let me get you a proper shout out. If I can type, that would help. There we go. There we go. Yeah, you're also doing game dev. Tell me what you're working on. I would love to know more. I have a peek now. Okay, no, I'd probably not open that on the main monitor. Oh, you're also trying to learn Unreal. You're working on concept art in Blender. Oh, that's so cool. Yay, fellow Unreal beginners. Let's go. All right, there we go. I'm very excited. I want to follow your process as well. That's so cool. But yeah, we're also very beginner. We worked on... God, when did we start doing this? It's like a month that we've been doing this on stream. And I only started my second project like 3 weeks ago. I do eventually want to make a game. Right now, I'll show off what I'm currently working on there. Because I'm following a course on the side of my monitor. So sometimes I'll look away and be paying attention to what they're trying to teach me. But... basically, our ultimate goal for this specific project that we're currently working on is to make, we're going to have a little dungeon with a bunch of puzzles that we're going to need to solve to get out. So because we want to make sure we have puzzles, I don't know how I work this door. We're going to get to it. But we have pressure plates. So that was the first thing we learned how to do for this. We have pressure plates. So when I step on this, it'll open. And then I step off, it goes back down. I can also push this object onto it and it will go back up. Same thing with the object goes off. It'll go back down. We have this little pressure plate that instead of activating a door, it activates itself, goes up as an elevator. And what we're currently working on is, I just noticed you're visible again. But the goal is that this is supposed to be a lock. This thing is supposed to be invisible when we're playing. But we're currently building an interaction where I can go here, pick the statue up, because this one's supposed to be pick-upable, and this is supposed to be my lock, and place it here. And then when I place it here, this door should open. So that's what we're currently trying to make. We're making progress, but we're definitely not done. So that's why you can kind of see it duplicated right now, because the way it actually works is that it's kind of always there, but it's supposed to only be set to be visible after, you know, you pick it up here and place it there. Because game dev tricks, I guess. So, but yeah, that's what we're currently working on. We're also doing this through both C++ and Unreal, so there's also a little bit of coding in here. And that's why we're currently in here, learning to make a proper interact thing. Basically, we're building up to using this function right here, but I don't have the knowledge to input all the arguments. So... that's what we're currently slowly working our way through here. And once we learn everything we need, we can uncomment this and actually start passing in all the stuff that we need. So what we learned to do here is, I can show it. Stop it. We basically learned to draw little lines to be like, hey, this is my starting position, this is my end position, and make sure that the game is always tracking where I look. So then when I like look towards any of my items, they'll be like, ah, we see it. It's right there. Right, that looks kind of dumb. But... so shouldn't you actually be blocked by this item? Oh. Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully. I'm also learning. But welcome on in, Grant. Hope you're doing good. Anyway, we actually removed something from the code, so I'm gonna do a quick live coding to update that because we don't need both of those spheres. That was just a test to make sure that I understood it. There we go. Yeah, that's what we're currently working with. All right. But yeah, so I was just gonna start my next lecture, which is covering the sphere collision shape. So we're now gonna learn how to create a collision shape and then draw it in the game world. So our sphere has something to collide with that will then let us do the interaction. At least I think. No, wait, that's what we just did. Sorry. We're doing the C++ reference now. Wait, did we? Hang on. Yes, we've done this. There we go. Almost lost track of where it was in my course. Okay.
Hydrate before you dehydrate, homies.
Thank you for the hydrate. Definitely need one of those. Oh, half a liter. I'm way behind. Okay. God. Oh yeah, when is woke time? I don't think we've done a single bingo vote all stream, I'll be honest. I've not done any. I don't know if Eek's done any. If he has, he hasn't done them in a while. So if you want to run a vote, Game Freak, absolutely feel free. I completely forgot. And to be fair, no one asked me either. Yeah, just because it's a ring doesn't make it real. True. Mm-hmm. Okay. There's a lot of teachings about references now in C++, so this is very boring from a viewer perspective. I apologize. Suddenly we're in one of the instructional parts and not so much follow and do it on your own. Oh my god, was it a first Pokemon catch? Oh hell yeah. Nice, Mechmatech. GG's. Pelipper too is a fun Pokemon. I like that one. That emote is so good. No, there's currently no bears in this game, correct, Guzzler Bear? Because we're still in the learning parts. There's no real game yet to be had. We'll see though. Once I make it into an actual like dungeon, we'll see. Bears are on the radar. Yeah, I might want to look out. Yeah, we're making a literal dungeon. You just can't see it yet with where we are in the stage. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'll play Payday 3 for a few hours now since tomorrow the game is going to be completely different. Use the most meta setup possible. Yeah, enjoy it while it lasts, Mint. Because tomorrow will be all gone. Hi, Silent. What do you mean, what in the Risk of Rain? I'm not playing Risk of Rain. I should there. I've not done the Discord quest they gave me for playing Risk of Rain because, of course, I played Risk of Rain just before they added that. They knew. They were waiting for me to play. Hmm. Okay. God, this is such a
Hydrate
theoretical
before
part. I
you
am so
dehydrate,
sorry. I
homies.
feel like this is incredibly boring to watch right now, but at least we have the tunes. And thank you for the hydrate. Hmm. God, is it already ad break time again? Well, it kind of works because I'm just watching this lecture right now anyway, so you're not really gonna miss anything. And then hopefully I'll be back into more of the practical stuff by the time the ads are over. Hmm. Of course, now that the ads are about to start, it looks like we might be finally out of the theoretical part. Just vibing with the tunes, hell yeah, Onsuke. That's the way it should be. That's what I'm hoping for. That when I do get sucked into the theoretical parts, that at least you still have the tunes. Alright. Oh my god, silent. I've not seen an ad bear command, no. We can go to your subs, we can look at it together. If we search through the documentation, if we're looking for bear. Uh, hang on. There's something showing up. Pickup truck. Oh, it's in Fortnite. So Fortnite has bears. UE5 does not have bears by default. The more you know. What about Bobers? You know what? Bevel. Okay, did they write it correctly then? Or I guess Bober. Bar. I'm gonna say that's a no. Not even in Fortnite. Not even in Fortnite. Alright. Bevel? Bevel the bobber. Yeah. Sounds about right. You know what? This gives me time to have a quick peek at my Resident Evil survival unit. I'm trying to upgrade my troops. And I'm still early enough because I restarted on a new world just last night. So now all of my things, they are so fast.
Hydrate before you dehydrate, homies.
I will do that in a second. There you go. Someone was asking where I got the codes for because I sent them out to my lines earlier today. It was like, here you go, here are our codes. And they were like, where'd you get those? Anyways, the ads are not over, so let's actually continue. Now, I've finally learned everything we need for this function to actually be usable. So that is what we're going to do now. Mm-hmm. What codes? It's just, you know, mobile games where there's something like input this code for like a bonus. Oh, it's just that. Oh, hit results. I'm not. No, I'm not. That's not what I'm doing. God, no. If anything, I feel like my first game is not going to be good. It's probably going to be free anyway. I've just learned a very fancy word for no rotation, which is F. What? Identity. Apparently, this is a very fancy word for no rotation. Please and thank you. Oh, okay. So apparently, when we made that path earlier, we got a default name reserved for us. Okay. It's a lot of text. Oh, that's awfully over. That's my least favorite part of winter is when you have snow and then the snow melts, but it doesn't fully melt. It's still quite wet. It's either like gonna be like a slush or just like a layer of water. And then it suddenly gets cold again and everything freezes. Like, oh no. Yeah, no, that's where I'm at, Silent. Like he mentioned like this means Quaternion, and I'm like, okay. No further questions asked. Okay, so we're gonna control F, interact. Okay, so this is my oh yeah, this is my line right here. And here we can see the name. Okay. So we need to copy this. Wait, 2? How did I get 2? Wait, no, it's Said I was gonna say 12. It is 2. He just said 12. I guess he read the L as an I. Or like a 1. Oh god, trio, bro. Alright, so he's like, this is too long. We're gonna space it out. And I'm like, I don't feel like it's that long, but sure. I'll follow instructions. Apparently this is normal as well to make things more readable. There. God, I don't know. I don't know who would even do that. I feel like there's like a modding thing. Okay. You live the dozer and conquer all the rest of the copies from Batman and Hitman games. Yeah, I can imagine. I don't know why people don't export those kind of things. I guess it's hard to do, and if people don't need them personally, they're like, "Yeah, someone else will come along and do it." Hmm. Fair. Didn't realize it's been that long, but it adds up. Oh, there. Yeah, I can imagine UI UX is a bit dated by now, huh? Oh boy, here we go again. So rework your service to use Docker containers wherever possible. You already regret it. Godspeed, silence. Godspeed. Okay. I mean, oh wait, hang on. They usually formatted them like this, right? I don't remember. No. Yes, I see one right there. Okay. Alright, so we're supposed to, if we hit, we get the name. Do I have a UE log I can borrow? I think I've deleted most of them. I don't know. Oh! I mean, this one's a bit, you know, actually, no, this is perfect, honestly. So we'll put this in. We'll use this under else. Because then... Wait, hang on. Ah! There. Yeah, no. Yeah, it's like this, okay. But this should be... Wait. No. This is just...
So real Roberto wants to hear a joke. How? What did the grape do when he got stepped on? He let out a little whine.
Boo. No, wait. Just hit actor. And then... wonder if this works. Yo, bro, congrats on the first bingo of the stream. GG's. So I think what I've done now is, because we've set this thing up to basically detect whether we hit an actor or not with the line that we created earlier. Now, I believe, since we have this if-else statement, you know, we're pulling, have we hit, like, if this one succeeds, then we have hit an actor. If this one does not succeed, we have not hit an actor. So we're taking this into our if-else with, like, if it has a hit. If it does return a true, we'll be like, okay, let's have a look at which one we hit. And I think I'm logging now which actor I hit, and then if I don't hit one, it logs no actor found, I think. So I guess let's see if we've done this correctly. Yeah, good start for December leaderboards, true. Failed. At least earlier I got a nice error message telling me why. This one just like failed. Oh shit, another bingo! Congrats, Pinky Ninja. Oh no, you could have beaten Yofro. Okay, I'm gonna see what he does because I'm tired. Percentage edge is correct. Oh, it's because I didn't do the fucking pointer. Needs to be like this. Or right, it's the name or label. Oops. Name or label. There. So now, was that it? Was that what was missing? Before I look at the rest? Looks like it. That was it. Okay, so now if we spawn in, make you stop, and then can be like just, yep, found the glass statue. Nothing over here. Oh, found the door lock. It's set to only interact with my chosen items. You can see most of the time. If I want to interact with stuff, just be like, oh, yeah, we found it. It works. It works. It's a nice catch, Game Freak. Ooh. Excuse me. Yo, Noble Welsh Knight, how's it going? Hope you're doing good. It is good to see you. Alright, I was debating making that my last lecture because I'm getting an EP, but apparently this next lecture is like a direct follow-up to this if-else statement thing that we've just made, so I guess I can keep going a little bit longer. Or an else-if statement. The hidden beavers on the heist canon to the story of Payday 3. There must be an ancient beaver race that rules the world behind the scenes. Correct. Correct. Hero work! Congrats on bingo! The third bingo of the stream has been claimed. Mmm. True. I don't think I need this anymore, so I'm gonna close that. Shit. Yeah, names know too much. Don't panic. Get rid of this. Alright, so if the hit actor has tag, we're gonna check for collectible item first. My god, you're a pro. Of course you would. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Today I learned about if or else if. Kernel panic. Yep. If only we could be dealing with popcorn kernels instead, that would be great. Alright, I'm gonna copy this thing again, because I already removed my other UE logs, and they want me to put in some UE logs here again. I don't know. You found the collectible item. And then we'll have this one for you found the lock. Yeah, exactly. Just toss it in the microwave. Boom. No more kernels. Only popcorn. Alright, let's see if this works. So I think now, you know, we'll walk around and be like, boom. I found a collectible item. I found a lock. Yay. It works. It works. Easy. Oh, I forgot that I had a UE log just here that I could have copied. I didn't need to go all the way over. All right, well, that was the end of another lecture. I have now caught up to where we have done 41 out of 50 lectures for the specific project. So, and my mind is getting a little bit fried. So I think we're gonna make this the end of the stream. But I've had fun. I'm enjoying it. I feel like we've made a lot of progress. You know, before we wrap up, it doesn't look like we made a lot of progress here, but technically we made a lot of progress because what we've done is we fucked this door, and we're now able to detect our items. At the beginning of the stream, we had nothing. We didn't even have an interact, but now I can click to interact, and that interaction will tell me, ooh, valid item, no, yes. Okay, well, that's a collectible. And over there's a lock. I can actually detect my things, and if I click on no valid item, it will just be like, you found nothing. Like a door fucking, I know, right? So honestly, pretty happy with today's progress. The fact that we're approaching the end of this means also that soon I might end up just saying fuck it and making the locks functional on my own, and then next stream we might actually dive into the actual, let's now create the dungeon and use these puzzles that we made, which I think could be very exciting. But yeah, that is for now the end of the stream. But we will be back here on Wednesday. We're going back to our usual video game play hours. We're gonna be playing some more Haunting Ground. Been a little while since we played that because shit kept getting in the way for a bit. But hopefully this Wednesday will go as planned. Also, I just realized Guzzleberry shared a 15 stream streak. I missed that earlier. I'm so sorry. What do you mean it's December? It is December. Well, I want to finish my playthrough. I don't want to not play it. But yes, other than that, you are entirely right. You are entirely right. I also don't think I own Easy Delivery, so that also makes that harder to play. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching today. I always appreciate people coming in and hanging out on the learning days, vibing to the jams while I'm completely lost in C++. Yes! Join us in Bongo Cat. Let's go. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to see more people joining the Bongo Cats. But yeah, let me find someone to raid over on the Twitch side. Let's see if is any of my new friends live with Game Dev, or should we see if we can find a new friend? Oh, we do have one person. Just lie. We raided last week. What's he working on? Maybe I want to see someone else because I don't know. I feel kind of weird rating the same person like twice. You have a cute little Jessica cat. You should join our Bongo Cat lobby. Although I don't remember if I have you as a friend on Steam. You might not be able to join unless you have one of us as a friend on Steam. Let's see. Can I choose, like... I don't know what tags people use. I want to, like, find an Unreal. Programming. Python. Gross. Nah, you know what? I'm not immediately seeing anything that I'm like, oh, this looks interesting. So let's just do a usual raid target. Let's see. What do we have for usual raid targets? And thank you so much for the good lucks tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be a day. And then T-Bug gets the Stitches out, hopefully, finally, as well.